Hey YouTube, this is React Act. I'm Mark.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Baccano episode 11. So, last time we had Cheslog get his head blown off by Lad Russo, and the Rail Chaser saw that, and we just saw Isaac and Miri in the tavern. Where do you think this is gonna go?
Yes.
Isaac and Miri become immortal somehow.
Immediately?
I don't know.
Well, no, they didn't die, so I don't think
Yeah, I know.
it's gonna happen yet.
Yeah, I think we were on the consensus that he essentially shot through the hat. He never actually got shot. So,
But he's just being dramatic.
yeah, because I remember just like, one day I'm gonna die. It's like, Isaac, Miri. He just starts crying. They're like codependent on drama. They feed off each other in a weird, non-toxic way.
Jacuzzi gang, because I think they ended up, Lad saw them on the
Lad
roof.
did see them on the roof.
So, and did we see the end of the fight with Huey's Chane, yeah.
Oh yeah, between Chane and Lad.
Did we see the end of the fight?
They were fighting, and then warning sign for the train smacks Lad, and then they turn around and threw him in a dumpster on the other side or something like that.
Okay.
But Lad himself was shocked that she was blocking bullets. And to move the way she did.
Yeah.
So it's like, this makes no sense, but you're just going with it.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, how are you doing that?
And he may or may not be in love with her now. And he was accepting her love by trying to kill her, so he was thoroughly impressed.
Exactly.
But guys, thank you very much for being here. Guys, if you like the video, please remember to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And check out a Patreon in the description if you guys want to see next episode a whole week early, or if you just want to help us out or anything else. And remember, check out that Tuesday show that's to be dropping next week. This week.
1930. 30. So, we're starting where?
Stock
they
market
got shot.
crashes? Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Where are we starting?
The
Where are
furthest
these people?
back. The furthest
This
back.
is the furthest back.
Yeah.
Oh,
look! They're all
They're just
friends!
okay. I guess this is after they shot the hat off.
Oh, he's talking about it.
I can keep a secret. Tell me how you did it.
Oh, well, I'm immortal, son.
Maybe someday I'll be able to tell you, Figure, but not right now. You're not ready. Yet.
I can wait. It's that girl.
Oh, so this is after.
Hey, Misa, I'll be right back. Miss, hey, hold on a second. Relax, okay?
They're trying to attack me.
Hey, take it easy. I just wanted to give this back to you.
Here's your button.
I know
now
it's
they're in
important.
love.
I know it's important to you.
Look at that stupid smile.
Character remains
silent in the face of two mysterious people. And then we got now a year later.
There was only one body. What?
So we're on the train.
Yes. Shoot them both while we're fighting. Copy that.
Okay.
Code Beta is in effect.
Are we really gonna kill Chane?
We said to take her out.
Chane,
fighting
the
with
girl.
that guy in the white suit. Interesting.
Uh-oh.
I'd like to hear more about this little player.
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
is his arm gone?
Okay,
No,
cute.
no.
Put down the gun. That means you too, bright boy. Put down the gun right now.
Why would you?
Oh well, he just left. I can't really say that he's a coward though. It's a perfectly normal reaction, especially when somebody sees me walk into a room. That woman is a peach. It's the first time in my entire life I've ever had to run away. How about you tell me why? Why destroy a beautiful killing machine when she's one of your own?
Ugh.
I mean, he didn't really run away as much as he was smacked by nature.
By nature.
Oh! Look at that face.
Mister, who are you? You must be the Rail Tracer.
Ooh, very good guess.
Oh my gosh.
I am the Rail Tracer. I also know that you're no kid, and for some reason you want to kill the other passengers. But you won't. You'll die.
How's she still under there?
You got
And you
information.
believe in him fanatically. Rumor has it that Mr. Laforet is some kind of immortal. My little friend here told me everything about it. Right? No, that's right. But you knew that. What makes you so sure that this Huey guy isn't just setting you up anyway?
Whoa.
Do you want to know the very first thing I'm going to do as soon as I get off this train? I'm going to kill Huey Laforet. I bet it would be a lot more fun to kill this Huey Laforet guy. He's like a supreme being here on Earth. Like some kind of freaking god, right?
Oh gosh.
Oof.
Wah.
Oh, did she
Is
just...
she-
Oh no. It's over now.
Man, she's like breaking through the metal with the knife.
That's more like it.
Terminator. Ooh, got his ear.
Hepatitis.
Wait, he's-
I'll make you watch me do it. Matter of fact, I think I'll enjoy myself and indulge in some sweet time with that bastard.
Oh. Tracer.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh.
Been a long time, my son. Sort. In fact, I'd say it's been over 200 years. Let's drink a toast to the Advena Avis. Who is this guy?
I don't know what's going on here.
He literally just told
But
you.
old grandpa here is trying to cause you some trouble. Then we should make things
oh no.
difficult for him.
There's the girl still in the background.
Oh, wow. This opened up at this whole...
Watch it. You can't go in. You'll get yourself killed. What's that?
Wow, she loves him already.
What's going on here? Why is that geezer still standing? I'll explain later.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Wow.
So, not only does he heal, he learned to just tank it.
Yeah.
Stabbed the conductor's compartment. You nearly lopped off my ear.
He was in there.
It's not very nice, you know.
Okay.
She nodded.
Hey, you could at least say you're sorry.
Oh, she doesn't speak. I forgot about that.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
He just stabbed him? Oh, and he caught it.
That wasn't very nice either.
What the? Oh, right, he's an acrobat.
Yeah.
So tell me, was all that he was talking about earlier the truth? You were actually opposed to this hijacking plan from the beginning? And this guy, this Huey Laforet, doesn't approve of it either? Well, if that's the case, perhaps I can help. And it shouldn't be too difficult.
Huh? Get it straight. Goggle has been slaughtering all the guys in black suits and my people.
Yeah, true. But now that I've gotten to know you better, this young lady comes off smelling like a rose.
You gotta be kidding me! No one of those!
You're a simp.
Like this, I'm never gonna be killed. So remember this: mercy and compassion are virtues that only the strong are privileged to possess. And I am strong.
So you're one of those, too! Someone who really believes they're never gonna die.
Of course. After all, the world is mine.
What the? Oh, it's just okay.
That's gunshots.
What's happening? What's happening?
There's a sniper.
Oh, it's literally gunshots. Okay.
Go! My friends are there.
Why are you so obsessed with the elixir? It's quite simple. I just want to know. My one desire all these years has been the secret of the elixir you keep hidden. The only thing you desire is more people you can kill.
That's not true. My motivations are far more reasonable than that.
Wait, you're trying to tell me anyone who drinks that liquor becomes immortal?
Told him
They're
everything.
gonna live forever?
Nice.
Is that old guy in there are both immortal?
I am a specialized independent construct of the cells from Zillard, and as such, can know his thoughts.
Cannot what?
Zillard has
Can know his
the ability
thoughts.
to redact the female cellular components, along with his own immortal constituents, within the structure of my cells, to create...
Stop.
Thank you. Thank you.
Not that smart. Use smaller words.
Alright. Created to live by Zillard's will, I can also be destroyed by the simplest of his thoughts.
Oh, that's what he wanted.
You're weak. You must have wasted these 200 years. Whereas my years have been very fruitful.
Oh, were they all drinking it?
Those pathetic creatures. They got into it after all.
What are you talking about?
That's disgraceful. How can anyone be so self-serving?
Alright, Isaac and Miria had it, and now they're downstairs drinking with everybody. No.
A daughter that he can kill? Fathers don't enslave their children under the threat of death.
Don't play dumb.
Depending on where you live.
This is the same grandpa.
Alright, we're back here.
Flashback.
Flash forward.
Well,
Flash. Yeah.
So what do you think? Surprise? I'm actually immortal.
I know. Interesting.
So go ahead and do it. I'm sure there isn't any level of pain I haven't felt before.
Oh.
I'll bet you've never had red-hot fireplace tongues thrust into your eyes.
Aw.
Or
the
taken a
guy.
dip in a nice warm acid bath. Have you ever been thrown alive into a roaring fireplace?
What you've been through is only playtime. I'll wager you've never had each individual arm muscle carefully stripped away, have you? Then afterwards having some intricate carvings done on the exposed bone.
It's like a contest of who can torture worse.
But why do you look so uneasy? Why do you tremble when you come to face the rail tracer? Your eyes show fear when you first met. Why is that?
Ah! Bruh. Bruh.
Get that which you do not know. Allow me to bring you to that new world of suffering. Until you lose your will to come back to life.
Oh,
That's right. Which means it's time for our turn.
oh, they're just like, alright,
Guys.
let's just start killing. He's like, what the hell?
Nice.
This train is now under our control.
Guys.
If you want to stay alive, you'll do exactly as you're told.
He's Richard, the good kid.
Jacuzzi.
Hey. They're like
32.
Not here.
I've heard stories about this, but this is the first time I've ever seen it.
Well, if it isn't done by Polo Runarada.
Let me come right to the point. I'm here to ask you to join with us. We'll treat you right.
I must decline. I wouldn't want to become an experiment for others to play with.
That leaves one compromise. Hand over Dallas, General. That done. We'll never stand in your way again. What do you say?
I'm sorry, that is a proposal I cannot accept.
Tell me where Dallas is now.
I'm gonna stop the rains. No.
Discussion.
Discussion.
So there was quite a lot that happened this episode.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm slowly starting to get a hang of. I feel like I'm slowly starting to get a hang of where things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
A little, it's a little clearer now.
Yeah.
Like the whole Eve thing is way in the future.
Eve.
Eve,
What the heck is Eve?
the girl that we just saw.
Dallas' sister.
Oh.
That's-
Bro.
The Flying Pussyfoot event is 31.
30.
I don't know.
No, 31.
31.
Yeah. And then...
Was it not 30?
No, it's 31. It flashed back to 31 when they were in the train.
Okay.
And Isaac and Mary are on the train, and they can't also be with Firo. And
Yeah, I thought that happened at 30.
that is
No,
30.
30 is in the speakeasy where
Yeah,
our
32.
bad guy. No, do not confuse me. Okay, 30 is when they're in the speakeasy, and Firo is not immortal yet, and neither is Isaac and Miria.
And Hoover and Misa are having throwdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it killed a lot of the people there that we knew, actually. So that sucks.
Yeah.
But man, there
18 of them.
I was talking about the gangsters who got Tommy guns, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, them as well. Do you remember how many people were on the train? I mean, the
That we knew.
the Avid Avis,
I don't remember.
The who?
the
boat
ship
trip.
that everyone got immortal on. I thought we had a number.
Oh.
We had a number of people who were on the
I
ship.
don't remember. 20 something.
It
It
was
was
20
20-something?
something, yeah. Killed
So-
18 of them.
So they're okay. So we've probably seen all the ones that are still around. Man,
I remember they showed us at least the girl and the black guy.
I'm just gonna assume Cheslaw's torturer is still around.
Torturer, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless Cheslaw could have gotten up the guts and
Could
killed
have
him.
gotten him.
Absorbed him in his sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah. So Cheslaw's been was getting tortured for a very long time, a long
Yeah.
time ago.
And that's what's hardened him.
Yeah. So that's the answer as to why he's changed so much. Forced him to kind of become independent and probably jaded towards all the other immortals. That's why he was
Yeah.
panicking.
When he saw another one. Yeah, he's got trauma.
Yeah.
PTSD.
Because it was strange. It's like, okay, why is your solution is I gotta kill the other immortals? Because he knows what immortals do to each other.
Yeah. He's not had a good experience with them.
You guys have anything written down there?
Starting with... first thing I wrote was Cheslaw and Real Tracer. So...
Having a conversation.
Yeah, so that's where we started with them, right? The first part, he met him in the train there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Real Tracer, because he's being serious about wanting to kill the people, Real Tracer is not
The Real
looking
Tracer
kindly on
seems
him.
to think of himself as some kind of
Dealer of justice.
on the train.
Yeah.
Like if you're on my train, you do certain things, you get killed.
Yeah.
He's been having fun killing both the white suits and the black suits for threatening people. And now he's gonna torture Cheslaw just because he was serious about trying to get them killed.
Yeah.
Which is excessive. He has not done anything yet. He could get more information out of him, but now I'm gonna torture him.
Yeah.
I don't know how you could torture someone who even looks like a kid that much.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
Like, sure, he's not a kid, but he looks like a kid, you know?
Yeah. I don't
He's
know.
tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also heard the black suits saying, kill both Chane and Lad on the top of the
Plan
train.
Beta, they called it.
Oh, Plan Beta.
Means take out Chane, I'm assuming.
Probably, yeah. And then Lad was like, not so fast. Slice, slice, slice.
It's funny. Both times it came across as, oh, they're both trying to kill you. You realize that? But I'm on your side. But then they both ended up attacking her anyway. Well, Real Tracer was going to kill her, but then it's like, okay, so you're against this? Okay, I'll help you beat a lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
I was so happy because it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Chane, please.
Maybe they're
actually
the ones
liked
that
it.
end up getting married.
They couldn't really. I mean, he said it himself, you know, after hearing all that lad the way it goes on and the way he talks about people, like, no, she's great.
Yeah.
She was nice to me. She even nodded in apology when I said don't stab into the conductor car.
Yeah.
Chane really was not phased at all. It's like,
No,
oh,
not-
sorry about that. Get out of the way.
My bad.
She's like, I can't talk. I'm in the middle of something. I can't talk.
He's like,
literally can't talk.
And he's like, oh, sorry about that. And then, we already talked about Chane was against the hostage thing and everything like that.
Yeah.
And so was Huey.
What did you guys think about Lad's plan there that he's just going to go kill Huey now?
It's just kind of is because Huey is like the leader of this group and they see him as this godlike figure. He's
Yeah.
like, ooh, I can kill a god?
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
he's
like,
definitely
ooh,
not
this
a
is a
god.
once in a lifetime
Yeah,
chance.
definitely gonna want to try to do that.
It's probably
so.
because he thinks, oh, this guy probably thinks that he's above everybody, which means I get to kill somebody who looks like they feel like they're above everybody, and he likes the
Yeah.
look on their faces.
He has not yet seen that immortals are real with Cheslaw.
Yeah.
As far as he knows, Cheslaw's dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
So he may be thinking that he just thinks he's immortal and he can prove everyone wrong or something like that. But if he actually met Huey, I wonder if he'd have a change of heart.
Yeah, I wonder.
He's
I wonder
not actually immortal because Cheslot didn't have to say his name.
who's not actually immortal.
Rail Tracer. Are we talking about Lad?
No.
I'm talking about Lad.
Ah.
I'm saying, Lad has not yet got confirmation that that people are immortal.
Yeah, I agree. That might be something to Huey's personality. Like we've seen him talk to the senator, and he seems very I don't know, confident, I guess, in his position. Like he's not afraid of being in jail, and
so that might upset Lad.
Yeah, I kind of feel like if Lad were to, it depends on how Lad comes at him. I feel like the way Lad would normally want to come at him, he would probably take on a bravado of sorts. Him.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, we got... What the heck? Oh, I wrote on Train Girl. The girl in the green is still on the train.
I don't understand what she's doing.
So, like, she's been running this whole time, and in that whole time, Real Tracer went up, kidnapped Chesla, had that conversation, and is now doing whatever he is at the front of the train. Like, turns back around.
That's why she thought Real Chaser killed him, because she saw that happen.
Yeah.
I guess he must have somewhat killed him.
So, somewhat. Maybe he found a way to get off of the train while he was destroying his arm.
What do you think she's trying to do, though?
I don't know. I think she, as a journalist, is just trying to gather information. So maybe like listening in on Windows.
Yeah. That would be a very good skill if it weren't for everyone being taken hostage right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has twice now seen the Real Tracer, where most people only see him once. Yeah.
Incredibly.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what's his name? Vero and Ennis meet.
Yeah. And they fall in love immediately.
It's like, here's your button. Take it as a ring. We'll be together forever.
Yeah, but you caught what she said, though. Mr. Hoover can kill her with a thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what she was saying with the whole... He has the ability to, localize her cells or something like that. So he can, draw her back like a wound, like she's blood, and pull her back to him at any given moment. And just
she's made from him.
She's made from him.
Yeah.
So that counts as a cut that never healed, kind of.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's terrifying.
So isn't that dangerous for her to talk to Firo? Because wouldn't he know her thoughts then?
Well, no, she knows his. He doesn't know hers. Because he had to take her...
By the head to
take her...
to give her information.
To take and give.
Take and give?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because he told her that boy or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she gets a one-way telephone, but he gets the ability to kill on command. And accidentally thinking, I wonder if I could kill.
Dang it.
Hey,
no.
It happens.
Oh, gosh. I wonder how long it took for him to create her, because he made one other. He's talked about. He's made at least one other.
I don't think he's made another. I think
I thought he talked about a previous, or maybe it was just like an apprentice.
I think he just said, I haven't trusted anyone since that young pup.
She also said in the beginning when she was writing to Isaac and Mary that she never met her brothers and sisters.
So perhaps that was the case.
Yeah, they weren't good, like they were prototypes. And
but if he has the ability to kill one with a thought, perhaps it wasn't like that back then, or he did, because he never said they're still around.
And it could be also, maybe, with her it was like a fail-safe because of failures of the previous ones.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah.
Go
ahead, you go.
When Hoover pulled out that Tommy gun,
right?
Yeah, I mean, when people get shot, they drop, but he has learned how to just stand there. Yeah. Or maybe he's just been shot so many times. Doesn't even matter. He knows how to stand strong and just take 4 Tommy guns.
But also, he's really strong, even compared to our Misa, because Misa was able to fight Firo with the knife, and he was very agile. But he's agile, not necessarily strong. Yeah. And I think it just kind of showed our old guy friend, and he wasn't walking with the stick this time.
He wasn't walking with the stick.
So the stick thing was definitely
he's pulling the Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've seen in the past him able to jump and flip, even though he looks like he shouldn't be able to. I've always wondered if perhaps when he absorbs somebody, he doesn't just get your memories. Maybe it's kind of like a Highlander thing where he gets a little bit of your skill and your dexterity or something. And he also said you wasted your 200 years, so I assume over those years he's
been like,
not just getting gains, but maybe he's learned ways to use his body, manipulate his body, because he had to have been able to manipulate his body to some degree to make a homunculus, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh yeah, as he is greedy for like everything, like not just knowledge but like control.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I can see him.
It's very funny how he finds Maiza never telling him the secret so unreasonable, but he considers it completely reasonable to have killed 26 people just for the sake of, like, what was their reason for dying? You know?
Yeah.
They didn't know.
Yeah.
So why did he kill them?
Yeah.
But 18 people.
18, and I mean like. And he doesn't understand why he wouldn't give it to him. Like, I just killed a couple of people. What's the big deal?
Yeah.
What's the big deal? Like, hello? Can you hear yourself?
Yeah, and also that is confirmation he gave in that speech is I can just this imperfect form and I can just take their knowledge whatever I want. That's probably what he's going to do with the old guys.
Yeah.
I don't imagine he was ever planning on sharing the elixir.
No, I think he's using them because, like we said before, I think his access to the doctor was through them because when he came, he asked them where he was. So I guess that was their little leverage.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, he's gone now.
The way they were dressed, they kind of seemed aristocratic, rich kind of. So I was wondering maybe he, there was a time a long time ago, which funny enough around that time here, where mystics were fairly popular amongst the elites in different countries. So perhaps he just pulled that and said, "Hey, I could give you immortality, but I need connections."
Yeah.
It'd be fairly easy to build a very strong circle. With
Yeah,
them.
you cut your own. You just come in with an axe, cut your own arm off.
Yeah.
Let them watch it go back.
Throw some creepy curtains, some candlelights. You gotta go easy.
Easy.
Yeah. Anything else?
The last thing that I wrote was Chesla tortured, but that was when we found out that he was tortured by the other immortal.
That was
And
so
then,
sad.
What's his name? Rail Tracer was all doing the Rail Tracer thing, so I wrote ×2.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I realized that Chesla was going to try to kill everybody on the train, but I still do feel bad for him because he was he never should have drank the immortal juice when he was so young. But you can't really blame him because he was just following his caretaker, who never stopped him, and then he got tortured so much. Just I realize now after all this time he is an adult, but I feel bad for the poor kid.
I feel really bad for him.
I mean, he was a kid
At the time.
Probably at the time that he was being tortured.
Yeah.
So that is like literally the foundation of his whole life at this point.
Or perhaps even over time it slowly morphed from a caretaker to like the morbid curiosity of that guy.
And it's like maybe something happened to him and he's like, wow,
Like, what can I do?
But I don't want to do it to myself. How about we just try it a little bit and then until it was forced.
Yeah, because you will restore it to your original state.
Yeah.
And the pain becomes just a memory, So it just
And the last thing I have is Don Runarada.
Don Runarada showed up. He wants to find a way to either figure out how to make the immortal juice or replicate. He wants a test subject, and Luck immediately knew that's what he wanted.
I didn't get that at all.
Well, that's what he said. I don't want to be the guinea pig.
Well, I heard that, but I didn't know that that's what he really wanted. I thought it was just Luck kind of reaching forward into the future of what would happen. I didn't know that was like.
Oh. Well, I'm basing it off of what Luck said. That's what he wanted, but because at a compromise he wants Dallas.
Right.
So if he wants Dallas, then a person who is in low regard of everybody,
and
what could he want to look for?
What is Dallas a Jenner ward?
Yeah.
Dallas
Jenner
Ward.
They were a fairly rich family.
Right, and then
not necessarily an influential mob family. They're more just rich side, and falling hard times.
Isaac and Miria stole their legacy.
help them.
Somehow.
Help them out.
Somehow stole their legacy. Their actual legacy.
Their whole legacy.
They will not be remembered.
They're amazing.
It's funny because you could look at it in an abstract sense. They stole their legacy by causing Dallas to get caught up in the mob and disappeared.
Brilliant. All right, and then we saw Isaac and Miria partying downstairs, and the wine is gone.
Oh yeah. So this group doesn't know what those boxes were, and it's just Isaac and Miria just came in with it.
Well,
So
Isaac and Miria came in with the boxes, and they apparently have removed the bottles from the boxes.
Yeah.
but we don't know if that's what they
The
drank.
drinking, yeah.
But also, something we skipped over. Rail Tracer. What did you think of his little conversation there with Lad? Like, the world is mine.
Yeah.
The people who deserve to be merciful are the strong. I'm strong. Like, you have any thoughts on him as a character yet? And we're gonna get a little bit more, but
It seems complicated. I don't know if I can understand enough to.
I don't know.
he truly believes he cannot die.
He seems like I can more sympathize with him, except when I'm not like happy how he's treated Cheslaw. Like I still feel bad for Cheslaw. I feel like that was kind of extreme, and a lot of his actions are extreme.
Oh yeah.
So in a one sense, I like him more than Lad, like because he has a sense of justice, and he does spare certain people.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, he's still he's
sadistic.
violent.
Oh yeah.
Don't make any mistake about it. He smiles when he's ripping people apart.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think that he's immortal?
No.
No, I don't think he's actually immortal, and we know he's not because Cheslaw was able to say a fake name.
Okay. Yeah.
At least not in this point in time in 1931.
Who do you think's gonna win the fight?
Between Cheslaw and him?
No, him and Lad. They're gonna fight up there.
Lad?
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Cheslaw
that's-
has already happened, so
Right.
now we'll get to see the fight between him and Lad.
him.
I don't think what's his name? Lad has. I don't think he has a chance.
No.
Honestly. Unless some trickery happens, and then he's like, "Gotcha now." I don't think anything's.
I think he's responsible for his lost arm.
Oh, 100%. He has a thing about pushing people's arm,
Oh, yeah.
onto the tracks and stuff. He has a thing for that.
Maybe. I guess we'll see. But guys, I think that's it. So thank you very much for being here. Guys, if you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And check out the Patreon down in the description if you guys want to see the next episode a whole week early, as well as any other shows we got back on our banner. Remember, keep your eyes open for that Tuesday show that will be dropping this week. See you guys next time. React Back. Bye-bye.
Bye! Oh, bye!
A special thanks to John, Zach, Dee Dee, and Lucky.